working the hawk tonight. Mostly just learning to express the things that are different and apply the art in the same way that we have. Okay, so I'll have it here. So for starters, we're going to start at the long range and we're just going to focus our attention on the edge of the hawk. Okay. It's going to force us to be aware of our distance. It's not sloppy anymore. Now I've got 2 inches worth of hitting surface to work with. So he strikes angle 1. I come to the hand. Here. And here. Okay. Again, here. Looking to find this pause here. This contact, not this contact. Okay. Just working to hit. And here. Okay. You'll find these suck a little bit. I mean, these are excellent. These are a cool tool. But one thing about a round handle, anytime you have it, is it doesn't give you a place to index where things are. Okay? So find your grip, know where it is, because this turns in your hand, it won't feel any different, but suddenly your hit will not be the same anymore. So know if you're using something with a round handle, if you're making something with a round handle, give yourself the ability to index with it. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's what we're doing to start. Okay? All right, let's try. All right, we're still on the basic side of things. We'll build up. Because first you have to get used to the tool. The thing about this, and this is not a good analog to that, is the weight of it, right? If you've used a hatchet or an axe or a tomahawk, when you got a light stick and a heavy piece of steel, then your ability to move through changes, right? Learning precision for the purposes of recognizing how to strike with continuity, with fluidity, right? So if I hack into his body, then this is likely stuck, right? There's got to be ways to cut with the corner of this to make that work, and that's understanding the range of your weapon. If you want to cut and continue, then you can't just bury it, right? Especially in the case of like a tomahawk where it has a beard that comes down, that's even worse, right? Because once that goes in, it's going to be hard to get out easily. We'll change grips and things over time. Right now, we're just going to skip straight into a la contra. So we just did sagang, right? So now we're going to go a la contra. So I hit the hand, hit the hand, hit the hand, hit the hand, and hit the hand. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so still just working on accuracy and distance. Notice that I'm not trying to do it like this. I've got to move my body and manage this. Okay, just continuing to play. So let's just warm up with that. Yeah? All right, so moving a little bit closer. So we were working this long range, utilizing different parts. So here we were using the head of the axe, right? Finding that edge, hitting, right? Take your hand. Doesn't really matter. We happen to go tomahawk versus tomahawk, but it's just because it's easy for us to work back and forth if we both hold one. I don't really care what's in your hand. I want to move and I want to hit your hand, right? Typically. Now I'm recognizing that there is a sturdy post here that I can work with, right? So he comes in, I'm going to meet a la contra here. Okay, cut down. Down. Here. 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 Down. Notice I come down with this. I'm not coming down. I come down like this. That puts his right in line. Not so great. Here. Oh. Oh. And here. That's the gong. Boom, we're doing a la contra. We're meeting this, cutting down, meeting this, cutting down, meeting this, cutting down, meeting this, cutting down. Yeah? Start with that. So we're going to build with that. Work a couple reps of that each side, and then we're going to add countering. So 1, down, in, one, down, in, one, down, in, one, down, in, one, down, in. Maybe? You just open this up right here. Okay, very good. Yes? No, switch on your own. Run a few reps, go 3 or 4 cycles without, and then add it in.
Do you want to just keep parting?
Yeah, that's working great tonight. Okay, same drill, just some details. Because while we moved closer, I get it. This is scary when you think about weapon swinging, especially ones that have reach where I can hit here, you can make contact, and this still goes. Scary, but medium range is important. If I stay out here doing this, I get tied up a lot more. I also have trouble getting to it, and I don't have a very good structure. Okay, so we'll switch sides. I have it here. When I come in, I want to move to the inside, cut down, and then counter. Okay, so I want to be in this space, not here trying to do this space, because this is what's going to happen. Remember that this has weight and momentum to it. This doesn't have a lot because we're working with PVC, right? But you add steel onto this, and there's a momentum that you're going to have to deal with. So being inside here is going to be something that becomes really important. Okay, so let's play with that again, recognizing that we're in a medium range. I can touch his hand, but I can't touch his face. This is the space that we're in. Okay? I can't be here, because then I do this and I catch that. All right, so I've got to face. Doesn't matter so much, but I need to face it. Okay? Should we try? All right. All right, continuing, right? So there is a level of angle that's important. Okay? So it is important that I never have this tipped forward, because that just rides this down. So if I tip it any direction, I want to make sure it's tipped back so it rides up into the beard. Okay, that makes sense. Gotta be. It's subtle. I'm not necessarily wanting to go like this and try to catch it with that. Right? That's a terrible thing to do to my axe or whatever. But so we're going to look at some other things as well. So as we keep moving forward, so we started off when we were long, and I just take that off, and later we're in and dealing with this here. Now I'm going to give him something else to think about. I'm going to pop him with a big hunk of steel, right? The nice thing is there's a big, heaviest part of it actually is right here, right on the end of the stick. Convenient. And so just come in, boom. All right, here. So we're going to work just off of angle 1 for right now, because I want to work some of these ideas off of. Notice that I'm using my hand to maintain it. So I'm not just going like this, hoping that it works, and then just imagining that that will just stop on its own. So I move inside, I come through here. Okay, I come up, come down. So we'll look at that. We'll look at that again. I come in 1, his thumb down, this comes up. Right here. We play? So the motion is just this. I'm looking for this space. I'm using this to give him something else to think about and slow this down, coming in here. Right now I'm using this. By bringing this back to my center, I've got this space here. Okay. Good. So we'll play. All right, have fun. Quick note, we just did all of this, but we weren't recording, so we're just going to work off of. The idea is what I was starting to see is pulling, ripping this way. So here and this. Things I don't like about it. 1, it relies on pulling strength strength of the weapon, all this kind of stuff, and his grip. 2, it takes my weapon away and out of play, which is not a thing that I want to have happen. So instead, taking this towards him. Okay, that's a bummer for him already. Okay, but if I continue this motion here, not only is that working against his grip, and it's not relying on yanking on this, it's also making sure the head of my axe is going right here. Okay, now I can take through wherever. The last piece was just dessert, but the point of it is towards. Anytime you can send your weapon back into the fight during a disarm, take it. All right, that's all. Let's try it. All right, so now, just because I showed it, we'll look into it. This awesome place here, right? I didn't do that earlier. But what I am talking about is I hit in, coming inside here. So we're switching. So hitting inside, hooking. Okay. Nice thing is this has got a nice beard action there. So I'm using his arm for leverage to take him down. Okay. Now as I set this, obviously this could suck by itself. I'm going to take this straight arm. I'm going to point it elbow down and press it against that to lock that in more. So other places I have is hitting low on the way in and then coming in and out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got this awful thing right here. Okay. All right, so we play with this neck throw. Yeah, why wouldn't we do that? All right, so moving closer still. So now we're changing, so he doesn't get one anymore.
Do I get anything, or am I just going at it?
Nope, I have an axe. You chose to pick a fight with the wrong guy.
See that?
Okay, so I'm not going to be way out here. I could be, but that's the big hack and slash. I'm going to be more in here, right? Different ways to move this. This is a good way to go. This is a good way to go because I don't have to open my hand, right? So I could try to do these things, but always easier to use a point of reference that you have control of, which could be you. Okay, if I need to change my grip. But so we'll just work off of 1, 2 hitting, right? 1, 2. So right here I'm just guide and hit, guide and hit, guide and hit, guide and hit, guide and hit. So I'm bringing this in here, boom, boom. Basically just punching with the axe, right? Okay, then as we switch to Gunting. I'm gonna pass and hit. Here, here. Okay, so again, guiding, cutting, guiding, cutting, guiding, cutting, guiding, cutting. So then we get into the back part of the axe, right? So in here, this, don't forget you have this beard. So as I come in here, I've got these places. I can hit, move, hit, right? There's a lock there too. So guide and hit, guide and hit, guide and hit, punch and hit, punch and hit, punch and hit, trapping, 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 trapping. It's the same thing, punching here. So if I work through here, 1, 2. I'm giving you a bunch of them because we're just going to play for the last little bit because you're going to explore how this works. Okay, so I have handle high, trapping here, passing, hitting. I also have low, hooking here, right? Anytime I come in, he hits with that one. Oh. Okay.
Might even catch some bonus goo on the way.
Yeah, just it's very reminiscent of a blade drill, a knife drill that we do. We block and just ride it up.
Yep, the cheese grate.
Yeah, it's pretty awful. Okay, so always this hand is always alive. Okay, so notice contact can be here while this ride's here. Come in here. Okay, it's long enough.
I like that.
Got to use all of the ways the weapon likes to use. Don't forget you got the spike or the beard from inside here. Hugging. Hugging. Sweep. Okay. That's just making sure that this gets involved. So I just take my hand, find the top of my hand. Top of the axe to my hand. Here. Okay. Or the beard if it doesn't have one. Okay. With the corner through. Okay. Just go out the top. And then we just come in here. Here. Okay. All right, so now just hitting for a second. We'll just kind of quick recap of all the things we can do. I can hit, I can good ding, right? I can hook and pass, hook and pass, hook and pass long, hook and pass long, hook in and hug, hook in and sweep. And here, all the time having countering options, whereas I'm in, I can just punch with it. Maybe?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's play.
Yes, sir.